Oh, my bad. Look like we still got the public service announcement up, but of course, if you already know what it is, you know what it is already. Look, it's Mr. 6'9" JT back in this piece once again, rolling with my co-host L Cheech. What's going on, Bobby?
El Cheech en la casa. We back at it again. Another episode. What number is this again?
Shoot, I think this is about 187 right here, episode 187.
Ooh, yeah,
I
bro.
could be
Big things
off.
popping. Yeah, it's some. I know we up there, close to 200 episode. So how you doing, JT? What up, Michelangelo?
Mike and Angelo, what's going on? Man, laying in the cut like a band-aid. Make sure we cooling it at all times, man. Got rained on all day today. Shit. But other than that, man, just cooling, man. Like last week was something crazy. We linked up with the boys over there. Of course, if y'all did check it out, uh, Hills, Pops, and Chair Shots, make sure you go check out that episode. We are definitely kicking it with them, man. Like the whole entire episode was just fuego, as Cheech would say.
Yeah, man. Ben, the villain, looking like Tamatanga. You know what I'm saying? He was holding it down, man. I like their energy, bro. Them boys, what I'm saying? They doing it big, man. Shout out to them. Hill pops and chair shots.
Yeah, so make sure y'all definitely go check them out. Episode 168 featuring your boys Marshall Mikes, and you can also find out why me and Cheech was at the bar, sipping on what's the name of that drink?
Screwball.
Yeah, the screwball peanut butter joint. So you can find out about that. But that was definitely one hell of a time. Make sure y'all go check out the episode. Whatever. Happy NWO month, not week, even though it's the 25th anniversary.
Yeah,
But
25 years. Can you imagine that shit?
nah,
25
man, like
years?
that just makes me subtract everything. I'm like, 25 years minus my age. I was like 9 going on 10 years old when that happened.
Yo, that's what made me, well, to be honest, one of the reasons that I started watching WCW, it was when the Ultimate Warrior popped up over there. Because I was watching WCW, but now like that, and going back on it, everything, man, they did change the game, man, and 25 years later, we're still talking about it because it's just too sweet.
And it ain't never gonna stop, man. It ain't never gonna stop. Like NWO, like you said, they changed the game. They changed the whole way the business works. Even down to like the way contracts are negotiated. Like this is why we have all. I mean, don't get me wrong. No one's ever gonna have those contracts that they had. You know what I'm saying? You talking about dumb money at the time, but they definitely changed the game. But speaking of some game changing news, shout out to Game Changer Wrestling. Shout out to Nick Gage. But definitely let's go ahead and get the show started. A lot of things popped off last week. We had, of course, the usual Raw and SmackDown. We also had the NXT Great American Bash. We had AEW Road Rager, and this last yesterday, I should say, past Sunday, you had Ring of Honor, Best in the World.
Best of the world, best in the world, bro. I'm
The,
gonna
the
tell you this.
world.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. Ring of Honor been put it on. You know what I mean through the pandemic, and
Facts.
man, hell of a fucking show, man. Shout out to Shane Taylor Promotions. You know what I mean? EC3. Of course, repping the land. Them two dudes. You know what I mean? They put up great performances, but man, that match with Mike Bennett and the active aggression. You know what I mean? It was dope, man. But man, that match right there, 'cause you got the pure. You know what I mean, for the pure championship. So it's pretty much, you could say, like, that's the working belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pure wrestling, pretty much. You know, I'm on some Bret Hart shit, and Gresham be holding it down. So yeah, that one right there, it was a banger. But I'm telling you, the whole show, man, it was well worth it. Even, the main event and all that shit, man. I don't know if you saw. You see, they introducing a new belt. Check out the belt. Look at that pretty little thing. Yeah, Maria Kanellis, you know what I mean? She was holding it down as an MC. They showed the bracket. You had the bracket of the first round right there. What you think about the names? You know what I mean? We see a lot of familiar names, starting with our friend of the show, Trisha Dora. We got Howell Holy there, right? Allison K is Pat in there. You there, big guy? Bloop bloop.
I mean, yeah, you got a lot. You got a lot of people on the card. I mean, you got, of course, you got Max. You got Max and Paler. You got Holiday. You got Marty Bell, like you mentioned, Trisha Dora, Allison Kay, like you already mentioned, Willow Nightmares on the card. Uh, you got a lot of people, like you got Maserati. You got I feel like this card is, well, I should say this bracket, this tournament is going to be stacked. This is just round one. You know what I'm saying? We got to find a definite winner, but I'm not going to put my pick out there yet, only because I just want to give myself another week to really
Mm,
think about this.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
but
Because
uh,
this is dope.
yeah, definitely. And of course, you got the people that had gotten the WWE releases, and you know, they made a good acquisition there. Talk about that.
Yes,
What you think about that?
man.
It's a
Listen,
it's a hot mess.
it's definitely something that was talked about. It's a place that she said she wanted to go. But if you don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about Jalissa Green showing up in ROH, Ring of Honor. And this is a place that she said that she wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? And this is doing the podcast that she did.
Yeah.
She talked about it on many podcasts. But yeah, it's a place that she wanted to be.
Oh,
And I'm happy.
yeah. She popped out. The first thing that came out her mouth was, "Oh, so this is how freedom feels like." You know, throwing a little jab at the Fed. You know what I mean? But hey, whatever, whatever. But according to Maryland, that's pretty much ROH, where they were at. But it's always known to be a strict spot. So I guess she's not clear yet. So,
Right.
but the fact that they still brought her up, what I'm saying, like, hey, she with us. Then again, because remember, Slammiversary is next weekend. You would expect, oh, but then again, she can't wrestle. Yeah, so you know,
Yeah, I
but
mean
but
it's a crazy situation, because she can honestly show her face anywhere she wants to show her face. Right now, she's doing appearances. She's not really wrestling, but she can't be used in any type of wrestling way, I guess, at this moment. But if she does pop up at some anniversary, that'd be dope. But I don't think it's gonna be her that pop up. I think it's gonna be Mickey James.
that's the thing, huh? That's what you expect. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like the spec, but she got that thing going on with NWA. You know what I mean? Although
Yeah,
this could be something of a storyline. You know what I mean? In the vein, like the fact that she come in, and then that's like the door being open, so talent could transfer. We shall see. You know what I mean? Um, Deanna Parasso, she's still popping. Holding it down. You know what I mean? I don't know if Deanna Parasso against Mickey James. You know what I mean? Why would I would think about that? Awesome Kong. You know what I'm saying? Like just for one night, uh, it'll be okay. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I
but
just
people gonna
don't
want
see.
more.
That's what I'm saying. I just can't. You know, I don't know what could it be that you know what I mean. Unless they freak, they go nuts and actually bring. Even though she's somewhat green, you could say, but she gotten better. Camille,
Yeah,
bring
they could do
her.
that. They could
Yeah,
do that.
we shall see. You know what I mean? They definitely um you know got their eyes open on talent.
I'm definitely glad they do because it's enough talent to be spread around the whole entire board. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got to eat up everybody, but it's a dog eat dog world. Speaking of talented, a lot of good talent at Best in the World. You had, of
That
course,
oh
look,
yeah, homicide.
can't be, Homicide. In 2021, Homicide holding tag team championship gold.
Yeah, that was dope,
Yeah,
man.
that was
Yeah.
real dope. Seeing
What
that
about
happen.
yeah? What about that match also with Shane Taylor Promotion, man? They came in, held it down, bro, and Dalton Castle and it was entertaining as fuck, but yeah, they ain't coming to fuck. You know what I mean? They ain't coming to play. Shane Taylor Promotions is here to stay.
Yeah. Shout out to Shane Taylor Promotions. You already know what it is, man. Make sure y'all go check out that interview too. You know, that was definitely a nice one. Get to know the man himself. But also, man, we got to talk about this match. We spoke on it a little bit last week. Um, we spoke on this Ray Horace. Yo, that match right there. That match right there set the tone for the night.
Yeah, they gave it to you raw, like right here. Here you go. For free. So it was definitely like a good. You know what I'm saying? Like the both matches from the pre-show were pretty entertaining. That actually make you want to buy the pay per
The pay
view.
per view, yeah. Saying you
Yeah. So
had Danhausen and PCO versus the Bouncers. That match was good.
yeah,
I definitely,
just
I enjoyed it.
yeah, just at theatrics, you know what I mean? This dude, Dan House and that way he come on the thing, you know what I mean? We've been seeing him, and when he come out and he got new gear, but it's not. It fits him, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he went and now he signed, now he go. Nah, my dude, you know what I mean? Like it fits him to the T, and then seeing him uh combined with PCO, like I kind of was looking at it like. I could see it work. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's two
Yeah, I mean it's a
character.
big man relationship.
Yeah, the straight character. You got the big muscle, and then you got the skin and the brains. But dude that carries a jar full of teeth. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm with it, man.
I'm rocking with it. I ain't got no choice
Yeah,
but to rock with it, man. Gotta definitely, give it up to Danhausen, man. Just seeing him over these past 3 years and seeing like his growth and all that stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, like I didn't hear about Danhausen until about three years ago, almost 4 years ago. But when I finally did get the chance to see him, like captivating performances. This is why people like Conan O'Brien had him on, and et cetera, et cetera. So
it's great.
you know, this kid, he definitely has everything down pat. Uh, but definitely got to move on to the main event of the night from ROH, man. Yo, tell me in one word to describe this match. It could be English or Spanish, whatever.
Chingon, that match, man. Yo, but Bandito, you see him like that, but that dude's strong as fuck. I don't know, you know what I mean? You get a chance, check a match he had with Shane Taylor, and the way he was moving Taylor around, you know what I mean? You gotta be a strong motherfucker to be moving Taylor like the way he did. And of course, you know what I mean? Just Rooch, man, they put their body, you know what I mean, through some shit, you know what I mean? You sell tables in the match, you know what I mean? And you know, like when you thought that Roosh had it all, you know what I mean, had his number. Here comes Bandito, you know what I mean, and you could see Bandito being like that hope, you know what I mean, a new face, you know what I mean, which is kind of dope. That Ring of Honor is going with that initiative of you know
and taking the
of the
chance.
yeah, and like exactly big majors fans, I mean, can it it's fucking you know it's awesome because you know what I mean. But Bandito, he's still you know what I mean relatively new to a lot of people. You know what I mean, people that let's say the PWGs, some of them already know of him. You know what I'm saying? But the dude is one talented guy, man, and they I guess somebody's seeing it. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's two Mexicans in a major, let's say a major company in the United States, that's a good
That
look.
part. That part right
Yeah,
there. That's the
yes,
part.
that's representation, and that's
That means
big for
everything.
yeah, what I mean, salute for them. So um unfortunately, okay, you got the he got the win. He actually Bandito pinned Rouge, but the ending he didn't have no type of like he was they made him seem like the biggest Cinderella story, you know what I'm saying? Like he can't like you know what I mean, like, oh, I can't believe I won, you know what I'm saying? Like first I want to thank the Academy type of shit, you know what I mean? And next thing you know, the Ingobernables faction came in and they
Fuck
just
them
beat his ass. They fuck him
up.
up and they went up the air. You know what I mean? Like um so you can see where they're going with it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it's not gonna be a long tenure. You know what I mean?
Nah.
He ain't going for no Jay Lethal fucking record type of
Nah,
deal. But
Jay Lethal got all the records in ROH. The longest reigning
the
television champion, the longest reigning tag team
uh,
champion, the longest reigning heavyweight champion. The only
the
title he hasn't
franchise,
held. Only title he hasn't
it's
held
the
is the 6 man. Think
no,
about that.
yeah, that's crazy. No, and yeah, man, and so you see what this, you know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna hold the belt too long, but still, it's different, different story. And I believe they're gonna start giving Ring of Honor not on YouTube, so that's a good look. You know what I'm saying? So don't sleep
That's
on Ring of Honor, man.
Don't sleep on them at all, man. Like the whole pay-per-view that night, I didn't see any misses. To me,
Yeah,
no
yeah, that
miss.
bump, there was a big bump with Silas and Woods, and it was
Yo,
that was like his protege, you know what I mean? And he took a big ass bump to the the outside, you know what I mean? And I believe it was like a suplex, like through two tables. Yeah, it was
count.
big.
Nah, that was a big one, man. Another match that we got to talk about before we leave ROH. Yo, Tony Deppen versus Dragon Lee.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a get a hitter. You know what I mean? A strong match right there. And Tony Deppen, man, he's making his waves. You know what I'm saying, in the wrestling world.
Yeah, but that title came right back to where it belonged. Yo, shout out to Joe Fo in the ring. Make sure y'all go follow
Now,
him. If y'all don't know what Joe Fo stands for, y'all can actually go click on it. They'll let you know. Fuck it, I'll tell y'all. That's our fucking opinion. That's exactly what it means. Yo,
simple.
simple? What's going on? What's up, Titantron? What's going on? We definitely gotta link up. Gotta link up, man. We're gonna do something real soon, man. Thanks for stopping by, y'all. But leaving from best in the world, which to me, my opinion, Noah, I tell you what, I'm gonna save it for the end. Let's go ahead and move on to Great American Bash.
Yeah.
Great American Bash NXT. You know what I'm saying? It definitely had some high moments. It also had some lows. Like, don't get me wrong. To set the tone for the week with big events, they did that. I will give them that. But you know what I'm saying? When you just look to the next show, we'll get there. But let's talk about this match right here. You know what I'm saying? You had MSK going up against Ciampa and, of course, Thatcher. Now, I predicted last week that Thatcher and Ciampa were going to take the belts off. Didn't happen. So mad.
Wrong.
Wrong. Real talk. The match itself was dope. I definitely enjoyed the match, but the fans were turning on MSK. Like already,
that shows you, you know what I mean, how nowadays the heel face line is blurred than ever. Blurry. Is that a word? No, but you know, you could tell that the Thatcher and Ciampa, not a tag team that I wanted, but now that I see it, like, I dig it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they actually fit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, and it's fucked up because Ciampa, of course, he was getting the run. Of course, he's not the biggest tall wrestler, but I would have thought that he would have get a nice run, but he came out from a tag team, so I don't know. I mean, he's a horse, workhorse. So yeah, I was expecting for that match to be, a good one. You know what I mean? And because young cats, they could go, and for a minute I thought they were gonna take the L. You know what I mean? And they were close, and somehow, I like that last sequence at the end, and they prevail. So MSK on top. You know what I mean? The young king.
Yeah, I mean, in MSK, they came up on top. They're gonna continue to hold on to these titles for a while. I'm not mad at it. I just, y'all already know my thing. I kind of feel like they should be more. That they shouldn't have won the first go round. Okay, to me, that should have went to the stable that deserves the team titles and all the gold. But they really don't need it. That should have went to. Gosh, we didn't even see him at Great American Bash. I didn't see Escobar. I didn't see none of the boys. I didn't see Raul. So you already know they should have won that match. But moving on from that, I think that this was well played out. So now we got Cameron Grimes being basically Virgil. Let's see how this works out. I mean, what did you think about this match?
Well, I don't know what made me think that. I actually thought that he uh put the graphic Graves was gonna win. You know, I mean Grimes. you know, and dude, um, at first you saw that he was gonna you know Oh my God, I'm forgetting. No, but I think, like, Cameron Grimes was on his way. You know what I mean, to actually win the match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I actually thought that was the ending, and somehow, the LA Knight. You know what I'm saying? Like, pulled the win, but that gave them somewhat a little bit more heat. You know what I mean? And at the same time, Cameron Grimes' stock keep rising and rising. You know.
It does, but the thing that people, need to realize is to me, at first, I thought Cameron Grimes kind of fit that $1 Million Man, type of gimmick because Crypto Mania went off. This man was making money, and he came in like $1 Million Man with the money and stuff. But if I'm actually going off who has that swag, I gotta go with LA Knight. He got that swag to pull it off. So I kind of feel like in this aspect, yes, LA Knight may be holding on to that title for a while, but I'm glad that they're actually using the title to be an actual title, not just a prop. And we'll get to the AEW in a second about finally listening to our show and making the match happen. But moving on from there, I did enjoy Hit Row. They came through with the freestyle. They came through with the cipher. They came through with the bars. And there was a tweet out there online that said that the Acclaim is better than Hit Row. Yo.
Oh, yeah. But who was the source? It's probably not a reliable source. I mean,
Google that shit.
yeah, it's just stupid, just I guess a homer, an AEW homer, because I don't see it,
Nah, who told him that?
and I mean AJ, you know what I mean, dude, like he got it. Perhaps they don't have the best beats ever, you know what I mean, but that's another story. But
No,
dude
the
they
boys
got
did.
skills. Yeah, they got skills, man, and Swerve. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for that cat. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
Finally.
man, he should have been, you know, um, up in the front. You know what I mean? Like posters and shit. You know what I mean? Like that dude, man. Kill shot. Y'all don't know Kill shot from Lucha Underground. I was him.
That part.
Yeah, yeah. Bah, man,
This.
it was dope, but yeah, but going to that match, actually, for me, that match was the match of the night.
Oh yeah,
For that,
yeah.
like
The women's tag team titles, absolutely match of the night.
well,
And right after that
you,
was Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole.
yeah, but like in this match right there, to tell the truth, it's like at first I'm like, okay, I kind of like what they're doing because it seems like boom, you got the winners. That's a storyline. Like, oh, perhaps what I mean. You're gonna see the demise between them. You know what I mean? Zoe and EO. So they're gonna turn on each other. But then you got a returning person, right?
Tegan
That
Knox.
as we know later in the week comes out on fucking SmackDown. You know what I mean? So what happened to that storyline? So right there,
that's stupid. Use your common sense.
you dig, and it makes me want to like, come on, man, not take this shit like a
Serious.
fucking yeah, like I'm stupid, like I'm not supposed to notice the difference. You know what I mean? Even though perhaps she could still come back, come down, but it just don't make sense when they do that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but then you know what I mean? Like on the bright side, starting Friday, fans,
Fans in the
perhaps
building.
fans in the building. So let's see how everything turns out. Perhaps there's something that will will help them to like start doing a better writing in the shows, man. But yeah, that Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, you know what it was. You know what I mean? It was gonna be another banger. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
And,
That
and
match, that match was definitely the creme de la creme, as they say. Like, top two matches of the night. We just said it. It was the women's tag team match, and it was Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, man. And for Adam Cole to come out on top, I think that was match number 3 between them, right? Or was that 2?
well, if you want to count Yeah, I'm counting Ring of Honor. Technical. Well, technically, no. Yeah, I think it's three right here on NXT.
Yeah, I mean, they to me have that Sami Zayn and
Kevin
Kevin
Steen,
Owens,
Kevin Owens. Yeah.
Kevin Owens relationship. Like they can fight as many times in the world, and each match just gets better and it's captivating because you got to think, you understand, like you working off these people's chemistries, like, and especially more and more you work with a person, the more you get to learn of, okay, this was good, but if we tweak this is gonna make it look 10 times better. Or if we take this spot instead of doing this spot, let's flip it around and save that for the end type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciated that match. I don't know if they done with this. I would have loved to have seen like a loser leaves NXT, like somebody get called up. But the real question is, if any of them do get called up, can they survive on the main roster? That's a whole nother story. But moving on from that, we got to talk about AEW.
Bienvenido a Miami. Miami
Yo,
Beach.
Caliente.
Yeah, yeah,
Going
yeah,
back,
yeah, yeah. Yo, I'm gonna tell you this. That setup that they have and
the
their
James L.
fans,
Knight
bro.
Center.
It gives it a nice different look. And bro, they started with a bang, like with the show, the flow of the show. The fans definitely makes me a big difference. But yeah, the show was pretty awesome. I like it. I like them colors too. You know what I mean? You talk about it, man. That's your
Oh yeah,
hometown. What's your thought?
yeah. That's the whole Miami vibe, man. Them colors, like real talk. I got to get me like a Miami Heat, Miami Vice style jersey with the hat, and I got to
I,
find some shoes like yeah.
I think
Those
no
colors pop.
LeBron's dropping. I think he's dropping the South Beaches again.
Word. You
Word.
know what? I haven't had a pair of LeBrons since LeBron played for the Cavs the first time around. That may be my next investment. But yo, shout out to Andy way out there
Oh,
in
Auntie.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, man. That dude. That dude, man. It's that
Yeah,
dude.
but two things popped off. Two big things popped off. First and foremost, from that night, of course, you had Chris Stadliner and Orange Cassidy going up against the Bunny and the Blade. That match was entertaining. As entertaining as it's gonna get, especially with
Yeah.
the two gimmicks that you have going. With Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander, like it's a match made in heaven. But the match itself, I enjoyed. Was it like the highlight of my night? No, wasn't the highlight of my night. I mean, what's your takes on it?
Um. Yeah. To me, it was just another match on the filler. You know what I mean? Like on the show. It wasn't like. I guess
A
it's a
marquee.
special. Yeah. Um. Uh, the Busher and the Blade were the shit, and I don't know what the fuck happened.
They signed
You know what I
AEW.
mean? Oh, that what happened? Fuck. Damn it. But the you know what I mean? Like I see, even though this dude's talented as fuck, Buffalo Kid, you know what I mean? Shout out, you know what I mean? And Orange Cassidy, you know what I mean? He's entertaining for what it is, but it's that gimmick getting kind of, I don't know. It
Stale.
just, yeah, I don't know. They need something else. They need heel that doesn't give a fuck. Cassidy, maybe that might be something different. Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't care more for this match because what was the
me
fucking
neither.
reason there? You gotta watch. What is it? You gotta watch Dark to follow the story or BTE or something. Um, but
It's,
yeah,
it's,
well, what's
it's
the
one of those matches.
what's the other match? What's the other match we got on? Walk out there. Ooh. What the fuck, man? Man, let me tell you about this motherfucker. Why did
Speak on
why
it.
why do we have to waste our fucking time looking at this guy? QT
Which
Marshall,
one?
what the fuck? QT Marshall, Cody, but QT Marshall, what Q, the Q and T, what it stand for? You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know what it stands for.
Stupid.
Only thing, the only thing I know is that he looks like he's getting ready to go bowling inside that shirt on the poster.
Yeah, he looked like somebody's dad. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You got so much talent out back there. Come on, man. You
Yo,
got
stop
you
it,
got so
bro.
much
Stop
talent.
it.
Yo, you got so much talent out there, man. Why fuck with him? I know he got run the monster factory. Like, who gives a fuck? I don't care,
But
man.
you
Get the
know,
motherfucker out of my TV.
but you know what though? No one was even talking about that match. Everyone was talking about uh Malachi Black signing with AEW.
Yo, I pop. I gotta say, I'm not gonna lie, I
Now you
pop. And
pop,
I
bro.
knew about I know about the name because I was able to see the little video that he put. You know what I'm saying on Instagram, to Twitter and shit. And but nobody thought nothing of it. It's just whatever. And the way he set it up, it was so nicely. The fact that at the beginning of the show, you saw the lights was flickering, like they went out. So they were kind of like saying that it was the weather. You know what I mean? Which is clever. But then you have, you know what I mean? Like when it happened again, some people might question. You know what I mean? I don't know. Say my boy right in Puerto Rico, Andy. He felt like the kick was kind of whack. Why kick R. Anderson? You know what I mean? Um, but
I'm
yeah,
glad
I
he kicked
guess
him.
it's just yeah. But to me, unfortunately, the camera angles, you know what I mean, from AEW, they're not the greatest. So it kind of takes away from certain, kicks. But the thing that bothered that I had an issue with Cody coming in, you know what I mean, and just like a stare down, like a Spider-Man meme, like they pointing at each other, like what the fuck, you know what I mean? I would have, you just killed a 60-something-year-old man, you know what I mean? Fuck the motherfucker up. And you're just gonna
Uh, the
stand
part
there.
the part that got me was, you know, the fact with the commentary team, and we talked about it. Of course on Hills, Pops, and Share Shots. The
Shout out to
commentary
my
team,
peoples.
you know, sitting there. Oh, I don't know who that is. That who I think it is? I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Malachi. That's Malachi Black, and it's like, but you just said you didn't know who he
Oh.
was.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
like we said, we were roommates 15 years ago. He likes tuna, like fucking
man,
it was kind of a disconnect, but still, the fact that he was still there, like they should have waited, you know what I mean, and waited till he was about to come out and for him to say something like, I'm Malachi, tell it to Excalibur like, fuck you, nigga. I know you know who I am, but they don't know who I am. I'm Malachi motherfucking Black, and he'll drop the mic.
like that could have happened, but it's like once again I don't know, they could have introduced him, at least the commentary team, just a little bit better than that. Like, come on now, even WCW in the past.
It's WWE Dynamite, baby.
Is that who is that? But that was dope. I mean, just him showing up, not saying a word, kicking the God knows what out of somebody.
Kicking the
And
door, waving the fofo. But on the real, that to me, that was the story of the week. It kind of overlapped the the drunken dragon Jimmy Uso. What the fuck, you brothers Uber Lyft? If you call
that's the
me, or you could call Jermaine. We'll give you a ride. We're around. Look. What Andy said? Pure execution for the debut, but what saved them was the fans. They ate it up. Ooh, this guy came out swinging. What you thought
No,
about that?
well, you know, the fans really saved the pop for Alistair. You know, the whole experience for Alistair Black. They saved that basically because if it wasn't for that, you know, the fans going crazy and the internet going crazy, yo, the internet, the internet was crazy. The internet was crazy about this. Like, you know, as soon as he debuted, because everyone's idea was, oh well, Alistair Black is going to show up at, you know, All Out.
Wrong.
And you know, people were saying, oh well, he could technically show up at Slammiversary, or, and it's like the fact that they forgot, oh, you know, Vince sitting there, oh, you know, he has 90 days.
Wrong.
I'm gonna say something on that. To me,
Go ahead.
the fact was that they realized that he had that contract. He didn't like that. He didn't resign. You know what I mean? Like reconstruct his contract. That to me, that's why they wanted his back. You feel me? Like they wanted him back quick. Like the rumors started saying that he might come back. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's what the rumor was saying.
Yeah.
But once
Yeah.
again,
Wrong.
Like to me, that's what it was. Like they knew that. You know, like WWE knew they fucked up and they were trying to get him, but he was like, "Fuck it." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you because of course you see. Okay, so Matters to Black, but right now, what we're gonna get, you know what I mean? It's all him. You know what I'm saying? And he got more freedom. And I'm bro. They even had the shirt, boom, up over at the end. You know what I mean?
yo,
Yeah,
the shirt was out the night of, like as soon as he debuted it. I was like,
yeah.
yo,
That's
that
the
was
way
a
it is.
chess move. That was a chess move, and well played, sir. Well played. Another person who made a big debut at AEW, Andrade
El ídolo, la
versus,
sombra.
versus Matt Sydal. That match was so nice, but the fact that Mondo came out looking like a final boss, like I'm not even gonna lie.
The Black
At
Mask.
first,
You
when
hit. You hit
yo,
the Black Mask.
no, I'm not hip to
He's
Black
a
Mass.
yeah. He's a villain from Batman. You look it up. There actually are comic books about
That's
him. And
where that looks. That's where that looks familiar from. I just ain't know his name. But when he came out at first, I was like, "Yo, Evil Uno got swole as fuck." It's like,
yeah,
but you know, this to me coming out with the pinstripe tuxedo, yo, the two piece that was on some final boss type ish right there. Like, yo, this dude right here ain't nothing to be played with. The match
that nigga
itself was
like
dumb crazy.
that nigga was like a fucking dark mask. You know what I'm saying? Like literally smoking. You know what I mean? Like da 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 da. You know, K7. No, but like that match. There was a certain parts that they were kind of the communication was a little off, and it kind of me like, damn man, I'm pretty sure this is dude pissed. You know what I mean? And you could see that little size difference. But to me, oh, like the camera angles from the AEW man, like they be, I don't know, make certain moves look kind of whack.
They're
Yeah.
horrible. I mean, I seen better camera angles in '90s porn. Like it's horrible. And you know how bad
Woo.
'90s were. But
Mm.
yeah, the camera angles were bad. I mean, but Andrade did introduce a new move, so I did
Well,
I did
it's
appreciate
not
that.
it's not a new move.
Not
He
a
just
new
changed the
move.
name. He
Yeah.
changed the name. You know what I'm saying? Because now, 'cause I believe it's the same move he used to do before. You know what I mean? They just call it La Sombra.
Yeah.
Now they call it whatever the fuck.
He does it
Idolo
different though.
DDT. I
He does
guess
it
what, the
different.
leg?
You know, it's the positioning of the leg, but yeah, it's different, bro. It's a whole new
Yeah.
move. It only takes one thing. Another match that was a banger that night: the Bucks versus Penta and Eddie Kingston. That match right there was definitely dope. It definitely went to the hardcore days of uh, what was that, Pro Wrestling Gorilla, PWG.
Yeah.
Going back to the days of CZW with Eddie Kingston. Like, yo, this was dope. I definitely dug this tag team match. Now, don't get me wrong. There was not one moment that I felt like the Young Bucks were going to lose the titles, because the storyline is too, with them right now and Omega and the whole thing with Don Callis. Like, the storyline, I guess you could say, is strong on AEW television, so it's too strong right now for them to drop the tag team titles. And it's not like Eddie Kingston and Penta are have been tagging for a long time in AEW for you to believe that these guys are going to take the titles off them.
Yeah, and of course, I guess, Phoenix, uh, I guess he's hurt, or I don't know if he's hurt or he got some visa problems, or what the fuck, or you haven't seen him. And that takes away from me, man. Even though Eddie Kingston, you know what I mean, one of my boys, but for have a you being in a tag team and then you win another tag team, when to me Pentagon should be fucking wrestling for the title.
He should be solo. I mean, the man is a former Impact World Heavyweight Champion. That's the part that I'm not getting.
He was a Mega Campeon champion, if I'm not mistaken. For Triple A.
Yeah, Triple A
what I
as
mean?
well.
Yeah, dude, don't slouch. And I don't know. It is
I
what
just
it
feel
is. But that match, it was like it was what it was. Don't give it to the Bucks could go. They could go. I guess the theatrics and shit, that's what pisses other people off. But that's what it is. But if you could go, the bumps that they take, you gotta it's choreography. You know what I mean? Whatever they do.
choreography.
There you go. Hey, shout out to them. They represent Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah, but as Big Swole said, the hardest person coming out of Rancho Cucamonga is Baby D, and next Friday. She has to be standing up, breathing for no reason, snoring with her eyes open. She know when all the new snacks come out. But I'm definitely okay. Did not like that match. Anyone who helped bring this company to life has anything to do with booking shouldn't have a title. I agree. I don't.
But that's the thing is, no. But check this out. That what I know what he means. But that's always happened. That's always happened in the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. When
and I'm speaking from. I grew up on fucking WWC in Puerto Rico. Carlos Colon.
Yep. Carlos Colon, multiple champion, multiple time champion.
Bro, that dude beat everybody. The biggest, no matter who the fuck they were, bro. He beat them. How? He beat Dino Bravo, man. How? But we ate it. You know what I mean? But it's a different time. You know what I mean? But I understand what this guy said. But to be honest, they should have had the belts earlier, not now. You know what I mean? I think that's where they fucked up. But then again, they still were gonna get criticized. So no matter what they do, you know what I mean? Like, people were gonna have some type of way.
I mean, that's just people. People always gonna have, opinions. I mean, hell, we got opinions on this show. I mean, to me, I just kind of feel like, like you said, Penta could have been a AEW world champion. Penta and Ray Phoenix should have held the tag team titles because they were hot out the gate. You could have did something with them in LAX again to
learn some English. to me, that's what's fucking him up too. He don't know no English. Cause on the real, I don't know what the fuck is that dude name that he be coming with him. Like, he's like, bro, I think he's about to, like, he's from In the Heights and shit. You know what I mean? He breaks down into a fucking dance scene and shit. You know what I mean? Just translating what the fuck Penta's saying. You know what I mean? And the
Right.
thing you see him, he like in the back, like throwing his hand up, like, you know, like get the fuck out the way, man. Yeah,
Nah,
but I
but
think that's detrimental to Penta, and perhaps that's why we don't see him. You know what I mean, on top, because he don't no hablo inglés mucho, Spanglish,
yeah,
fucking shit.
that that could be, you know, part of the reason. But you know, of course, we got the confrontation between Omega and Hangman Page. So obviously, these two are going to fight for the title. I'm going to let you know right now, the title is not coming off of Omega. It's not.
Yeah,
Thanos.
what
Thanos is going to be
what's
the
up,
champ.
The Dark Order? What the fuck did they have to be there? I mean, I know
Yo,
it's because of the
your
page
guess
shit.
is your guess is as good as mine.
I mean, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? It was what it was. They fucked that shit up. Dude, I remember the first time when I seen them, you know, when all of them came out and this nigga sitting on them. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. This shit kind of looked interesting, you know? And then I don't know who the fuck what happened. You know what I mean? To me, if I get a choice to get rid of something on wrestling, it will be the Dark Order.
Ooh, get rid of the Dark Order, just cut it out.
Oh, just cut it out and take the Evil Uno's mask and his clothes and tell him to go lose some weight. You know what I'm saying? And shut the fuck up and wrestle.
Whoa. I mean, they could take his mask and maybe he can be the second coming of question mark in NWA.
Nah,
I don't know.
you can't replace that dude, man. That shit.
No, no,
Karate.
I ain't talking about replacing him.
Uh,
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that Mikey Angelo, you know, for the people that's listening to the podcast, anytime we mention Thanos Omega, you know, he has to make it be known that it's fuck Kenny Omega. So shout out to, once again, Mikey Angelo. You know, just got to put him out there. AW definitely did the fizzle that night. But Friday Night SmackDown, there was, you know, of course, people's like, well, I don't know. Is he going to show up? Is Jimmy Uso going to show up? And it's like, okay, here's the thing, right? I know we as, you know, people, we joke around and, you know, sometimes y'all wrestling fans take it a little bit too damn serious. But don't ever come for someone else's significant other or for someone else's decisions. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is like responsible for their decisions at the end of the day, right? If I decide to hop in my car, not knowing, hop in my car knowing that I have no gas in it, and I break down, and I do this multiple times, it is not my wife's fault that I chose not to refill my car with gas. That's on me. It's the same way with Jimmy. It's like, okay, he got pulled over. That's his thing. But y'all like the man was on the clock or something. Like he was clocked in
that
for work.
they to me, you know, what they, you know, of course they get reported or whatever. But people that come out with that bullshit take the rights to be on Twitter. You know what I mean? Make them suffer. Make them go to fucking, you know what I mean? Whatever the other thing is, the room or some shit like that. Anyway, yeah, it's just it's stupid, you know, and
It's
you
stupid.
know, racial trying to, you know, bring the race, and of course, you know, that's their significant other, but you know, what I mean, you know, they portraying a character, you know, and they
Yeah,
got
yeah,
real
but
feelings and shit, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, but don't come for Naomi, man. Naomi don't do nothing. I mean, Trinity, Trend. She, you
Bro,
know,
she
once
killed it on TikTok, bro. Like be popping, you know what I mean? Like She be doing her thing. I don't know, talking about TikTok, you know what I mean? It seems like WWE and them got a deal popping, you know what I mean? And so that tell you about the third party, you know what I mean? They want money. You know what I mean? This is our people that that work for us and shit. But Naomi don't have nothing to do with that. Now, yes, she disconnected, deactivated her social media. You know what I mean? And it's fucked up, man. I think all those people should eat a dick and die. You know what I'm saying? And suck a bag of dicks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Listen, not die, but they could definitely eat a dick for
Yeah,
for you know for sitting there and cyberbullying somebody. Like, once again, not her situation, wasn't involved in the situation, what have you, But my whole thing is don't come for someone else's wife, but someone else's girlfriend or husband or yada yada yada. Like, it's like she had nothing to do with that situation, and for everyone on Twitter to sit there and literally, and they went in on her for hours, bruh. It's like, do these people just click up together? And I guarantee you, most of these people were probably AEW diehards, or just people that are miserable.
yeah. They get
People,
off of that shit. You know what I
yeah,
mean? They get off of they think that what I mean. They feel powerful or whatever. But you
yeah,
know what I mean. The only thing you could just wish is just to stay positive. You know what I mean. I'm pretty sure she got people around, but it's fucked up thinking, of course, having somebody close, having an issue, what I mean, you still got to perform, do your job, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. That's a lot.
so like I said, oh yeah, I'm off, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Fuck that shit, man.
Yeah, but
Pussy.
I didn't appreciate it. But what I did appreciate was seeing that WWE basically treated it like it was like, okay, once again, that's on him. Like, he won that work when he did it.
Nah,
So
bro, right. It's
you
pretty
know what I'm
much
saying?
to me. They part of a of a big storyline. Perhaps like WrestleMania implications. You know what I mean? So it would that the thing is fucked up. If it was somebody else, you know. Oh, this guy got a point. You know what I mean?
Big
Uh,
point. Big point.
yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. You got a point over there, Andy. But my whole thing is like, I'm definitely glad they followed through with the storyline and stuff like that. And it's like, to be honest, they could have piggybacked off that if they wanted to put some reality into wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
But
they did kind
a
of,
little bit.
yeah, yeah. So to me, that's cool, but that's the best storyline on
Oh yeah.
TV right now on wrestling. The tribal chief. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least that's in like what's gonna be the end game, like who's gonna come out, who's gonna beat him. You know what I mean? And of course, already about the eventual match between him and The Rock, perhaps next year. You know what I'm saying? You got John Cena in the horizon, pretty much. So
Yeah.
we shall
I mean,
see. You know what I mean?
it's
But
a lot
we
of them.
got Edge. But remember, that was the last SmackDown
Yes.
from the
Yeah.
Thunderdome, and then I believe Raw is recorded. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
filmed
That was
already.
tape. Yeah.
Yeah, it was taped. So um, that's gonna be the first SmackDown. You know what I mean? Next week.
This week.
Yeah, maybe they'll come out because as we saw, unfortunate Bailey. Bailey got hurt, and
Out for 9 months.
yeah, say in that they had to like hit the panic button, you could say, because then we have Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Knox coming with a fucking tank to the ring. Like, oh, okay, Tegan Knox just came back. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But not out. They take it like, nah, everybody watch NXT, which I think is bullshit. But it's true. A lot of people don't watch NXT.
Look at the
And
ratings. It's like it's barely cracking over 700,000. I mean, I don't care about ratings, but if you're going off the ratings, then they're barely cracking 700,000. As far as that goes, but that's not including like views on YouTube, views through uh restreams, Peacock.
yes,
Like they're not counting that. What they're counting is the people actually watching TV. And to be honest, not a lot of people watch live TV. A lot of people go back and they watch, or they or they stream it. But Tegan Knox, Shotzi Blackheart, no build up to them debuting, just showing up. And then we got Tony Storm, who actually gets a vignette. Tony Storm gets a
that one,
vignette.
that
Yeah.
one, that one makes sense. I will actually would like to see her in a on Raw or SmackDown. But yeah, she fits in the profile. Damn.
Now, absolutely. She definitely fits, definitely fits the profile for, main roster. I hope they listen. I you right. Shotzi and Tegan came together to the main roster. I hope Do-Rag Vince don't do them dirty. Look, Do-Rag Vince been poking his head out all 2021. It's very possible he may do them dirty. But what I'm saying? My whole thing is I hope Tony Storm don't get that dewdrop treatment on Raw. Like,
I
don't
don't
mess
know.
up.
Do drop is on TV. She's getting that exposure. So,
Yeah, she on TV.
but
It may not be the
remember,
storyline she won't.
no fans, no fans. But moving forward, you know what I mean. There's gonna be fans. Um, they'll be here, right? They coming to Ohio within the next two
Yeah, I
weeks.
mean, yeah, July 23rd, they'll be here in Ohio, Cleveland, and they'll also be down in Miami at the Rolling Loud Festival.
Yo,
Which
that's big.
that's big. Like, do they
Yo,
even know what type of festival this is? As y'all just signed up with WWE? I just want to know. Because
yeah.
if you do know, I know Matt Riddle and MVP are mad that they can't be there at Rolling Loud, or maybe they can be there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, RVD pops his head in. Maybe we'll get an appearance by the Godfather. Why not? I'm just throwing out all these synonymous names, of course, to go with the theme. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. That's gonna be dope. SmackDown was a good show, but of course, pictures came through over the weekend, and apparently Brock Lesnar has a new look.
Yeah. He was cutting some meat. Cutting some meat.
Sitting there cutting meat, but Brock Lesnar with a ponytail and a beard, yo. If he comes back, that's how he comes back.
That'd be
I don't
dope.
want babyface Brock. I don't want none of. I don't even want to look like old Brock. I want to look like this Brock in the picture, because this Brock in the picture looks like someone that's went through some shit the last past year. This Brock in the picture looks like someone who can be an awesome challenger for Bobby Lashley. This Brock right here can possibly be the one to knock off the tribal chief. Like, this Brock right here, this is the one I want back.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sweet if he actually come back like that. Yeah, cause I remember when he was in UFC, he did, he rocked the goatee and shit. So even something like that, like the appearance, kind of, gave it a little spin on his character. But right now,
Right.
looking like a fucking Viking, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at his fucking eyebrows. You know what I mean? The motherfucker, like, this dude staring at you, huffing and puffing on top of you. Shit, I just saw a Sam Roberts interview he did a few years ago, and he asked him about if he interested of Mike McGregor, fighting with Conor McGregor, and he
Don't
said he
mention
takes
that
shit.
name.
He said he made shits bigger than
Conor
Conor.
McGregor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But that's
nah,
crazy. I don't want
dog.
to see that shit, man. That shit, it's fucked up because people making fun of that shit. I think that shit was whack, man. Cause although he talks shit or whatever, but man, can't make fun of people getting hurt. You know what I mean? Like in
What
the
are you
combat
talking
zone.
about?
Yeah, that.
No, no. Listen, that is a part of life. You gotta laugh at some shit. I mean, not so much laughing that he got hurt, just laughing to the extent because it's like, damn, yo, you just spent $64.99 on this pay per view, or if you have ESPN Plus, you pay your subscription, what have you, but you pay all this money to see this fight, the main event, and doesn't go past the first round, and he hurts himself. But the thing about it is the reason why people are pretty much making fun of it is exactly what you say. He run his mouth a lot. He talk a lot of he talk a lot of Zaza, and and then talking, and all that talking that he does is hilarious. It's funny. Now we're not laughing at the fact that he got hurt. We're more so laughing at the fact that all the talk that he put behind it. And it's like this not the first time he's been hurt. You go back again to last year. Wasn't he hurt too? Wasn't he hurt?
No, I don't
Or,
remember. But nah,
or was that?
he didn't break his fibula. It wasn't nothing
I mean,
like that on TV. Some nasty shit.
it's nasty. I mean, but which one's worse? His or Sid Vicious? His or Anderson Silva leg actually wrapping around the person's? Come on, dog.
Yeah, that shit was
Anderson,
nasty.
Anderson Silva, to me, probably had it worse because he actually kicked the dude and the leg wrapped around. I mean, Connor went to go throw a punch and he buckled. And
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
and he just sat there. He gave you that Vince McMahon vibes. You know what I mean, from the Rumble. And
From the Rumble.
he did a fucking interview. I'm not Conor McGregor fan, but I'm just saying like people just I don't know. I don't let that shit roll. But yeah, Conor McGregor, man, he uh Brock Lesnar said he didn't want none. No, he didn't want none. But yeah, Brock Lesnar, man. We don't know. Of course, the rumors saying yeah he coming, he's not coming. But like everything, money lives, and like we said about in the podcast with the pops, the heels and pops about WWE wanting Brock to do live shows. Crazy.
Yeah, they want to do live shows, and I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. But the whole thing is, you know, I believe that people will go to the live shows just to catch a glimpse of Brock, especially if you bring this Brock back. That Brock. I'm sorry, I got to go back to the picture. If you bring this Brock back, ponytail, goatee,
Yeah.
looking like Mordecai. if you bring
Mordecai.
this, if you bring that back, though, people gonna be lined up at the door. They're gonna be lined
Yeah.
up at the door, and it's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. Like I'm with it. Just as long as they what's the word I'm looking for? Just as long as they advertise him, the right way, or present him the right way, I
He,
should say.
he comes back, but like also the gear different. You know what I'm saying? Like more like he's a fucking farmer. You know what I mean? Not going Henry Godwin and type of shit, but you know what I mean? Like
So what you
no,
say?
no, 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 no overalls,
Overall?
no overalls.
Oh, okay, I was about to say he about to come out in overalls and shit. Like, no, don't do that, bro.
No, no,
No,
no,
don't
no
do
overall.
that.
But you know what I'm saying? On some like not the camera, but I don't know, something different. You know what I mean? It'll be dope if he actually come back like that too. but we shall see what happens. You know what I mean?
I just got an idea, right? What if Conor
Yeah.
McGregor hangs it up for UFC and comes to WWE, and Brock and Conor McGregor fight inside of the fight pit?
Oh, nah.
What?
Nah.
Nah, you tripping, bro.
Bro, this dude's like 290 some pounds, and this dude's like 140 some.
Wrestling doesn't have any weight limits unless it's cruiserweight, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. The storyline gotta be intriguing. You know what I mean? Because he can't get away. He can't get away with cursing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Nah, because in this last fight with Poirier, you know what I mean? The press conference, that shit was, you know what I mean, it was trash. He didn't have that gift of gab like he usually had. You know what I mean? It was literally boring. You know what I mean? That's why Poirier beat his ass. And I don't know.
But this ain't over. Your wife is still in my DMs. I'm like, yo, Conor McGregor is the only person I know who can lose a fight and talk shit on the floor, bro. Like literally. But at the end of the day, though, like I wish him the well wishes, speedy recovery. He gonna be out at least a year. I've done something similar to my ankle, so my prayers are with him. Real talk. I really hope he comes back strong in whatever sport he goes to, whether that be boxing, MMA, or professional wrestling. I mean, I believe, to me, he necessarily don't have to go back to MMA because he's gonna make more money outside of MMA with boxing, and he can make more money outside of MMA with WWE because of the deal that he can sign with them and only fight so many times per year. You know what I'm saying? Like a Brock deal.
Yeah, because I don't know, like he is getting older, and pretty much the next match. I mean, with him in the UFC will be the third Diaz fight, and the fourth with Poirier. You know what I'm saying? Just what I mean, that one. Dana White said it at like once he come back, they'll fight the fourth time. You know what I mean? Let's see, because it's not the Conor McGregor. After the first few minutes, you see he has some, but then after that, you know what I mean? I don't think Conor McGregor won it. You know what I mean? So he probably hangs it up. Start doing movies and shit with guys, Richie or some shit.
So he makes more money with proper numbers. His whiskey, hang it up, bro.
And I think he sold something like that. But talking about that a little bit, I don't know if you heard, but Tyron Woodley, right? He's fighting one of the Logan brothers, right?
Yeah.
And do you know where they're fighting at?
Where?
At the Rocket Mortgage Arena in Cleveland, Ohio.
When?
Coming up. I don't know if it's in August or July.
Hope it's in August. Maybe we can catch it.
Yeah, the circus is coming to town.
Definitely looking forward to seeing at least one clown there. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, we pretty much at the end of the show. We cover what we can cover. We really touched on a lot of stuff. We talked about ROH Best in the World, AEW Road Rager, Great American Bash. We touched on a little bit of SmackDown, as well as a little bit of Raw.
Yeah, eventually we'll talk about Slammiversary next week. See what happens, right?
Yeah, I mean, Slammiversary is going to happen this weekend, so we'll just hit y'all up with a recap. But with that being said, we are at the end of the show, so of course we got to hit y'all with these two PSAs. Of course, listen, too much negativity can have you unbalanced, of course, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Make sure that you do spread more positive vibes. It takes very little to build someone up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic inside that message. Spreading positive vibes can be something as easy as telling someone something, good about themselves, encouraging someone. Or you can go to automaneuver.net, type in Marcel Mikes, and go ahead and click on the Positive Vibes t-shirt. You can go ahead and get a t-shirt, a tank top, a hoodie, a crew neck, a V-neck, a baby onesie. You ain't got to buy it for yourself. Buy it for someone else who may need that constant reminder that, positive vibes only are the way to go. All that negativity, keep that to the left. Don't even bring it my way. And also, listen, of course, yes, we are still battling COVID. There's a new strand out. If you didn't catch it, thank God. If you have caught it, please keep fighting. I heard it's a little bit more tougher than the first one. If you're not vaccinated, that's your business. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. But I will tell you this. The best way to go ahead and defeat COVID is very simple. It starts off with good hygiene. First of all, we're going to need y'all to wash your hands. But most of all, wash your ass. Use soap. Cheech, let the people know how they got to do it.
Face to ass, not ass to face.
It's that simple, y'all. Simple as a pimple. Listen, wash your hands, wash your ass, use soap, face to ass, not ass to face. And on that note, we are out this piece. Peace.
That's what I
Name unit.
Nestle Crunch.
Oh my God.
I had to, bro. I had to.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that video. I saw the ending, like the beginning of the crunch, but I didn't watch the whole video. I didn't know that shit what it was.
I had to do it, bro. I had to.